Hello, I'm Rachel. Thanks for joining me on Kalkine TV for the ASX buzzing stocks of the day. Now, Australian shares ticked up at the open this morning. Slowing US inflation data raised hopes the Federal Reserve can engineer an economic soft landing. The benchmark index rose 0.1% in early trade, pushed higher by tech stocks after a strong Nasdaq finish on Friday. Oz Minerals shares edged up 0.1% despite reporting a record copper production. IAG shares dropped 3.1% and Suncorp shed 2.1% after both insurers warned the number of claims due to ongoing floods in New Zealand was likely to climb. Lynas Rare Earths shares were up 2% following higher revenues in the December quarter, and mining giants Rio Tinto, BHP and Fortescue retreated and the major banks were mixed. Well, let's now take a closer look at some business news from this morning. Insurance company Suncorp says the full extent of the damage from the New Zealand floods are yet to be determined. Approximately 3,000 claims have been received across the Vero and AA insurance brands, although this is expected to increase as their customers return to their homes and as commercial claims are lodged via brokers after flooding in the North Island. Suncorp is encouraging customers to lodge their claims as soon as it is safe to do so. Suncorp New Zealand team are already on the ground in affected areas providing support and assistance. The group's comprehensive reinsurance program provides additional protection for New Zealand losses. This means losses from the event will be capped at 50 million New Zealand dollars net of reinsurance cover. Medical software group Medicus announced its wholly owned US subsidiary Visage Imaging has signed a $12 million contract with Oregon-based. It's a community-based integrated delivery network. The contract is signed for 8 years. Samaritan has 5 hospitals in the mid-Willamette Valley and Central Oregon coast. The contract will see the company's cloud-engineered platforms implemented throughout Samaritan. Planning for the rollout is to start immediately and will be based on Visage's proven cloud-based implementation process. The initial go-lives is targeted for the second half of the 2023 calendar year. Australian lithium miner Core Lithium presented its quarterly activities report for the period ending 31st of December. Core Lithium says it has continued to reach key milestones this quarter, including the mining of ore, commissioning the crushing plant, sale of pre-production direct shipping ore, and the successful completion of the $100 million placement. The Finnish operations team are managing the weather impacts experienced from tropical cyclone Ellie that brought above average rainfall during December. Core Lithium is refining its approach to manage the impacts of wet season events and remain on track for commissioning of the concentrator with its key contracting partners. The company ended the quarter with $125 million in cash. And that's all for this edition of the ASX buzzing stocks for the day. Another episode's coming your way tomorrow. Until then, keep watching Kalkine TV for the latest market insights and business news. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.